What is going on, dealers? This is Sam over at Shapeshift, back at it again with another video. Today we're going to talk about a subject that actually pains a lot of you guys. I hear your pain points when I ask you about your Facebook results. A lot of dealerships will tell me their Facebook results are trash and the lead quality is bad, and they get 100 leads and they sell maybe one car. And today I'm going to address if this is actually true across the board, or is there something that you could be doing to increase the lead quality that you're getting from Facebook and Instagram? So before we hop into that, if you're new here, my name is Sam. I run Shapeshift Group. We are a Facebook ads agency dedicated to helping dealerships sell more cars off of social media. If you want to maximize your results and stay updated on the latest tips and tricks and strategies coming out for Facebook and Instagram and marketing your dealership's inventory on these huge platforms, you might want to subscribe to this channel. So let's clear up one huge misconception that I hear a lot when I'm consulting with dealerships about their Facebook ads campaign. Is a lot of times when dealerships think Facebook, they don't even differentiate between Facebook Marketplace and Facebook sponsored newsfeed ads, which are completely different tools on Facebook to market your inventory and reach shoppers. So a lot of times when I ask dealerships about how your Facebook ads are going, they actually automatically think, oh, you're talking about Facebook Marketplace because it's the only thing I've been exposed to and it's the only thing I'm familiar with. They think that the only marketing for dealerships on Facebook is actually Facebook Marketplace, and they talk about how people can message a dealership and they generate tons and tons of chat message leads, but it just doesn't convert to a whole lot of responses, a whole lot of car sales. You know, they complain about how they get 50 different messages that says, is this car still available? Then when they respond to these messages, the customer pretty much ghosts them and doesn't respond at all. And maybe less than 10% of their chat leads actually they get a second response from, and much less of those responses actually translate into appointments and translate to sales. So they're saying, oh, we're wasting so much time answering all these chats and getting excited about receiving tons of chat messages, but it really doesn't translate into anything besides 1 or 2 car sales per month. And so let's get one thing clear here is when I talk about Facebook ads and when I talk about what Shapeshift Group does for clients and talk about generating leads into your CRM, I'm not talking about chat messages where you don't have a phone number, you don't have an email address, you're kind of restricted to this Facebook Messenger chat that can easily be ignored. I'm actually talking about generating full contact leads on Facebook in terms of a first name, last name, email address, phone number, as well as other information that you want to collect in the form of a contact lead submission and not just a chat message. And the crazy thing is a lot of dealerships don't even know they can actually generate form submissions right on Facebook, and they think the only leads that they can generate are Facebook comments or Facebook chat messages, when there is a much higher quality lead that you can generate right on Facebook. So let me show you what I'm talking about. You can actually create a lead form for your Facebook ads. So I'm going to show you an example of creating one. Let's create a new form here, and let's just title this test form. And you can choose a form type, whether you're looking for more volume, more leads, and make it a little bit easier for customers to submit these leads, or you're looking for a little bit higher quality leads where you're adding an extra step that the customer has to take before submitting a lead, and you don't make it so easy to submit their lead. So here you can actually customize questions you want to ask the consumer. So for example, you can ask them a question such as, do you have a down payment? And then you can actually fill in, you can make this an open-ended answer where they can just fill it in themselves, or you can have a drop down of multiple choice answers that they can select from. For example, under 500 down payment, 500 to 2,000, over 2,000, and no down payment. You can ask different qualifying questions you want and put this into a lead form, and every lead that comes into you will have this information, and it's a lot more high quality. It's a lot more information you can collect from your consumers instead of just a one sentence chat message. So here on the contact section, you can actually select things like phone number, zip code, and the beautiful thing about this lead form is Facebook will actually automatically fill out these fields, the contact fields for the consumer, because Facebook already has this information. Most of this information is filled out when you register a Facebook account, so they know what your email address is, they know what your phone number is, they know what your name is, and having this form pre-filled out for the customer actually makes it very easy for them to submit a lead. If you make them type out all these things, they might submit the form or they might get lazy and click out. But if it's almost like a one click and their information gets sent to you, they're more likely to do it. So now that you've created your lead form, let's take a look at how that would look like on a Facebook ad from the consumer's point of view. So here's an example of a lead generation ad collecting leads right on the Facebook newsfeed itself. And if a customer engages with this ad, and let's say they're interested in this Buick, if they click this ad here, Facebook will pop up this lead form. And like I said, Facebook pre-fills this information for the customer based on their Facebook profile. All they have to do is hit next and submit, and that gets sent to your dealership. And if these leads come in, you can go to what's known as the leads center on your Facebook page and actually take a look at all the leads that were generated from your campaign and download the leads. That's if you're doing this yourself and you don't have the tools or software to automatically deliver these leads to your email inbox or to your CRM. Now, if you're doing this yourself, you're going to have to keep an eye on this lead center and make sure you're answering the leads as they come in. But if you're actually working with an agency that specializes in these types of ads and has software and automation to deliver these leads straight to your inbox, straight to your CRM, then you don't have to actually use the Facebook's lead center. You can actually do your regular process where if, let's say you're a franchise dealership, you have a CRM, you have a BDC, this lead can automatically get imported into your CRM in real time if you're working with a partner that can help support that functionality. It can also send you this lead as an email to your inbox in real time as well. And this way you don't have to keep an eye on the Facebook lead center, and you can actually just go about your normal process of having leads delivered to wherever you usually get leads from your website or from cars.com, Car Gurus and whatnot. So that's it. This is how you generate leads on Facebook that are not just chat messages where you have to message the customer and wrangle them to get a hold of their full contact information. Every lead that is generated from this campaign actually already comes with a first name, last name, email address, phone number, as well as any other information we want to collect, as well as the specific car, the specific VIN that the customer is interested in. Now, before you go out and start creating lead generation campaigns right away, I want to give you some advice on how you can actually generate high quality leads from using lead ads, because the trap of these ads is if you don't really know who you're targeting, if you're not running inventory ads, if you're not creating some type of qualification in your campaign and you're just serving these ads, you're just trying to collect leads from just anyone out there, what's gonna happen is you generate a ton of leads. I'm talking about leads at $3.33, and you think, oh wow, this is a gold mine. But the problem with these leads, the problem with your cost per lead being too cheap, that means you are not setting up your campaign properly in terms of qualifying customers into seeing these lead generation ads, in terms of targeting the right customers, and you're kind of just blanketing everyone with these lead ads. And because these lead ads are kind of easy to submit, you're actually going to generate a ton of leads into your CRM, into your email inbox that actually don't generate sales as well because you're not setting up your campaign properly. So here are some tips to make sure that you're using this really powerful tool, Facebook lead generation ads, correctly, and you're not misusing it to generate a whole bunch of garbage leads that end up wasting your time. So if you want high quality leads, you want to collect leads on specific pieces of inventory. For example, a lead that says, hey, I'm really interested in this Buick, or I'm really interested in this 2013 Hyundai Elantra that you have. That's a much higher quality lead than just a general lead that says, hey, here's my contact info, and there's an ambiguous reason why the customer is submitting their lead information to you. Because one, your sales team member is not really gonna know why this customer submitted their information. They just have a name and email address to contact this person with. And two, this person really isn't invested in any particular piece of inventory you have. For some reason, they just decided to submit a lead. If you're running a general ad, those types of leads you can generate, but it's just not a high quality lead because the intent of the customer is just very, very high funnel in terms of, I'll just send in my information, and they kind of even forget why they sent you their information. And then when your sales team receives it, they really don't have any context clues in terms of, okay, what do I call this customer with? You know, how do I remind this customer that they were interested in the ad that they saw on Facebook for my dealership? If you actually set up an inventory ad where your customer has an intent of they're interested in a specific vehicle, and your BDC team, your sales team, also sees that, oh, this customer submitted a lead on this 2013 Hyundai Elantra, that makes for a better conversation in terms of reminding the customer, oh, hey, I saw you were interested in this 2013 Hyundai Elantra. So you really want to combine your lead generation ad with an inventory ad, and you're not just using some type of general advertising to generate leads, such as an offer or such as a photo of your dealership, and running these lead generation ads. So the second thing you want to do is you want to set some type of targeting with these lead ads in terms of, oh, this is a customer that has actually seen this car before on my website, or this is a customer I know that is in the market for a specific type of vehicle. You don't want to just set no targeting or very broad targeting and show people these ads, because doing that will actually generate you a very cheap cost per lead. But again, if you're not qualifying these customers before even serving them up this ad, you're gonna generate a low quality lead. So again, this is a tool that when used correctly is very powerful, but you can easily misuse it by not setting up your campaign correctly, not setting up your targeting correctly, or not running the right types of ads, and you can just generate a whole bunch of terrible leads for your dealership and waste your money. Finally, the third thing is, these are not the only ads that you should be running. This is an essential part of a full funnel Facebook campaign for your dealership, but don't just think, oh, I'm just gonna go out and just put all of my budget into lead generation ads, and I'm gonna generate a ton of leads, and I'm gonna sell a ton of cars. That is actually the wrong mentality to have for these types of ads, because these types of ads belong at a certain point in time in the customer's journey. They are not the first ads that you should be serving cold to a broad audience. They're not the only ads you should be spending your money on. A lot of your sales will actually come from ads that drive traffic to your website and driving leads right on your website itself. This is an essential tool to collect leads, but do not think for 1 second this is the be-all, end-all of a Facebook ads campaign. Okay guys, that's all the time we have for this quick little video about Facebook lead generation for car dealerships. We do offer a more extensive training video for car dealerships to maximize results from their Facebook ads campaign. Please check out the link below for our elite Facebook dealership training. It is completely free. I'll also link below 2 really relevant videos that will help you with generating high quality Facebook leads for a dealership. One of them is a video titled "The Problem with Facebook Leads," where I go into detail on why you shouldn't be running just these lead ads alone. The other video is about the best types of ads to be running on Facebook, which are automotive inventory ads. So make sure you check out those 2 videos as well, because they're closely tied to this topic here of this video. Hey, if all this sounds too complicated to you and you don't want to keep watching videos and training yourself on how to be a good marketer on Facebook, we actually offer a full service solution, a highly refined program we've been dialing in for years that will save you so much time in terms of mastering Facebook ads for dealership and watching all these videos and lots of trial and error and spending money, seeing what works and what doesn't work. Even if you're watching all of my videos, to implement these tips for your dealership in particular, you're going to burn through a lot of cash trying to get it figured out. So if you want this all done for you and generate high quality leads on Facebook and ultimately sales and ROI for your car dealership, there's a link below to book a call with me and my team. We'll give you a free analysis of your store, show you what you're doing right, show you what you're doing wrong, and show you how we can help you reach tons of in-market shoppers in your area. Start showing your inventory to them and getting them into your funnel and ultimately getting them into your dealership. All right, guys, if you made it to the end of the video, you probably found something useful. So make sure to hit the like button, give this video a thumbs up. If you want to see more free content like this, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification to be notified on the latest and greatest information coming out in the Facebook ads for car dealership space. Thank you for watching as always. This has been Sam over at Shapeshift. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until next time, see ya.